closing cost. Ooh, closing costs. Those can be a doozy. So there's a lot of things that go into closing cost, and I will give you a brief breakdown as to what that looks like. And then I'll have to do a whole other video with a green screen showing you example of what that's broken down to. But for time purposes, closing costs are separate from down payment, right? So if you are purchasing a home that's not USDA or VA or anything that has a 0% down, you have your down payment. That is separate from closing costs. Now, even if you go with a loan like a VA or a USDA, you still have closing costs. And these are things that buyers are responsible for. You may, depending on the market, get the seller to contribute towards them, but at the end of the day, it is you as the buyer's responsibility to take care of them. So what's included in closing costs? Things like your appraisal, your credit report, if your lender is charging any sort of fees, points, anything like that for your interest rate, as well as like any application fees, processing or underwriting fees for them and their team to do the loan. Then you have your title and attorney charges. So depending on the state that you live in, whether it's solely title or it's an attorney state, there are fees for them to do the package, the letter, the searches on the title, things like that that have to do with their company. And then also with your state, which every state's different, but the fees that the state and the county charge to like for the recording, the stamps, the taxes, all of that. And then you have your prepaids. Your prepaids consist of your insurance, your property taxes, and then your daily interest. So whatever day of the month that you close, you have to pay interest for the remainder of the month. You skip the following month's payment, but you do have to pay the interest for the remainder of the month in the month that you are closing. And then you could also potentially have, these are one-offs, but if there's any sort of flood insurance, if you're moving into an HOA and you have maybe a transfer fee or an initiation fee, as well as prorations for the HOA, that's generally the gist of what closing costs are. However, I can do a deeper breakdown with a green screen and kind of show you what that looks like, but I hope that